Today, I'm breaking down how I use the brand new FabFilter Pro-Q 4 to mix hip-hop vocals and why it's a game changer in vocal production. We're gonna go over the Spectral tool, managing latency, analog warmth, and some other advanced workflow tips. Let's get into it.
Combat, this a banger, huh?
All right, so we got our session open right here. Now the first thing we're gonna do is go into the vocal chain. I have it over here in my sub. I'm gonna open up my Q4. I have some light EQing right over here.
Wake up in the morning, serve a tenant, cook some pizza roll. Sloppy pocket chopped, I see her digging to the meters gone. Virtual edge with dead stop. They take off his legs, lost my bitch left, I said K.
I don't even know why I did that. So with this vocal right here, we have a cool vocal chain and everything going on, but the high end is a little harsh. You know what I'm saying? We hear it's a little hissy. I just feel like the high end is a little harsh. So we are gonna use the spectral shaping to really smooth out this vocal. Now I'm gonna show you guys this right here. All right, so first I'm gonna add a band right over here.
Wake up in the morning, serve a tenant, cook some pizza roll. Sloppy pocket chopped.
So the problematic area is about right around over here.
Wake up in the morning, serve a tenant, cook some pizza roll. Sloppy pocket chopped, I see her digging to the meters gone.
Yeah, it's like right here. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna right click it. I'm gonna hit make spectral. And as soon as I click that right here, it automatically makes this dynamic visual right here where we could drag up and down for the threshold. So I'll show you.
Wake up in the morning, serve a tenant, cook some pizza roll. Sloppy pocket chopped, I see her digging to the meters gone.
Let me mute that.
Wake up in the morning, serve a tenant, cook some pizza roll. Sloppy pocket chopped, I see.
So we can tell it's already like doing something, you know what I'm saying? Now to get to the spectral mode, we're gonna click this right over here and we see this open right here. Now to kind of break this down, we have our threshold right here that kind of pretty much obviously is a threshold of how much it actually it's taking out and everything. When it's all the way up here, it's on auto mode, so it's automatically just going to pick a threshold that kind of works. You could also adjust it manually over here. We have a spectral density right here, which to me, it kind of just seems like when we go to the left, it's a little bit more wide, the way it kind of like, and a little bit less of how it harnesses those frequencies. When I bring it up, it's just a little bit more intense and it's you can kind of see more of the peaks of it. We also have an attack and a release knob over here, which is fire. It just allows a lot of adjustment and a lot of fine tuning. So we'll just kind of mess with it right now.
Wake up in the morning, serve a tenant, cook some pizza roll. Sloppy pocket chopped, I see her digging to the meters gone. Virtual edge with dead stop. They take off his legs, lost my bitch left, I said K. Buy my new bitch at the day spot. Yeah, flexing on that bitch and flexing on that bitch. We been spanking shit, won't get no fuck by who your bestie, yeah. Blessings fucking stressing about no bitch, fuck who he say, yeah. Bitch 7-0 and snatching shit from me, a nigga play get killed.
So off top, this is before.
Wake up in the morning, serve a tenant, cook some pizza roll.
After.
Pocket chopped, I see her digging to the meters gone. Virtual edge with dead stop.
So it's obviously not perfect, but just being able to kind of clean up that higher frequency like that fast is pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? We can obviously lower the dynamic, whatever it is.
Wake up in the morning, serve a tenant, cook some pizza roll. Sloppy pocket chopped, I see her digging to the meters gone. Virtual edge with dead stop. They take off his legs, lost my bitch left, I said K.
So you could do that for any little frequency that you feel like is causing you some problems, and you can kind of just adjust accordingly, adjust the taste. So the next thing I want to show you guys is this character button over here. Now, I think this character button is pretty powerful, especially in hip hop and rap. And I'll tell you why. And especially in hip hop and rap. And that's because a lot of the times, especially in hip hop and rap, is we're seeing a lot of like home setups, like home studios where people record themselves at home. So that they don't have access to the best gear. And a lot of the time is a lot of the vocals, they sound very digital and very just computerized. You know what I'm saying? They don't have that nice, warm human feel. Now, this kind of allows it to kind of give you a little bit of that, you know what I'm saying, just off of a digital EQ, which in most cases, without it, would just give it just a flat digital response, you know? But with this, it will just kind of give it more of an analog feel. Like I said, I tend to like to use it. The subtle is just very subtle. You just hear a little bit of a difference of the character of the tone of the vocal. With warm, you kind of hear a big difference. So I'll kind of toggle between the two.
Wake up in the morning, serve a 10 and cook some pizza roll. Sloppy pocket chopped, I see her dick into the meters go. Virtual edge with dead stop. They take off his legs. Lost my bitch left, I say K. Buy my new bitch at the day spot. Yeah, flexing on that bitch and flexing on that bitch. We been spanking shit, we don't get no fuck about who your bestie, yeah. Bless his fucking stressing about no bitch, fuck who he say, yeah. Bitch 7-0 and snatching shit from me, a nigga play get killed. 2 3, I ball like 2 3, excuse. Wake up and
So you could definitely hear the difference between the two. I really like that warm feature. It's really clean. And then one problem I was having with the Spectral feature in this new thing is latency. So when I was adding it on, usually when I add on the Spectral, it will go straight to medium over here and it will just be in the red.
wake up in the morning, serve a 10 and cook.
And that could cause our vocal to kind of be delayed in the overall mix, which could be a problem. So I just go to where it says 0 latency, where it says medium, and I just hit low. And I got my latency right back with my so with no delay. So if you guys are having that issue too, like I was, I just made sure that was low and it seemed to work pretty well. So the next feature I'm gonna bring up over here is the draw-in feature. So it's this where you could kind of click the draw feature and just really draw in the form that you want your EQ. Now for me, I don't see a point in this. I mean, I feel like I work fast enough to be able to draw in an EQ or point in an EQ at a pretty fast pace, more accurately than how I want. I don't really like the way it draws it in. I feel like it doesn't really save time for as much as I'm going to have to adjust it after anyways. I didn't really see a point of it, but to leave on a positive note, I do like the new predictive programming it kind of has. So for instance, if I just want a low frequency band right here, I could just click and it'll automatically know what I'm about to do. I just got to hover over for like a couple seconds. So I'm like, oh, I want to raise the high end right here, click. I want to raise this high end right here, click. Then I can adjust accordingly. Another really dope feature that I like, especially for hip hop and rap, is the instance button. Now we click this right down here and we get this instance button. Pretty much what it does is it brings out all the tracks that has your EQ on it. So I have 2 Q4s on my Vox sub. So you see the 2 right here. We have our underwater 2-track beat right here. And we have our regular 2-track beat right here, which is these 2 right here. What's really cool about this is whatever one that this little red button is clicked on, the other tracks are going to show conflicting frequencies comparing to that specific track. So if I have this on Vox Sub 2, it should show on all the other ones where the conflicting frequencies are.
Wake up in the morning, serve a 10 and cook some pizza roll. Sloppy pocket chopped, I see her dick into the.
Now, that is really cool, especially if I have like vocal stems. So in different circumstances, so let's say I have a singer, a bunch of different harmonies and stuff, I could have all these harmonies up over here and see exactly where I need to EQ and help sculpt or cut to make sure I have room for everything. Same thing happens if I have beat stems. I could have like from the different melodies to the vocals to everything and kind of make sure it all has its own place. Now, in this case, I'm going to use it for the 2-track beat. So,
wake up in the morning, serve a 10 and cook some pizza.
I kind of see that I'm having some issues here. Now, I just kind of want to go between these 2 tracks right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pin this and I'm going to pin this right here. Especially if I have a lot of tracks, it could be hard. And now I'm just going to click this pin. Then boom, all the other tracks disappear. And now I just have these 2 to where I can help cut and kind of give room to the vocals easier.
Wake up in the morning, serve a 10 and cook some pizza roll. Sloppy pocket chopped, I see her dick into the meters go. Virtual edge with dead stop. They take off his legs. Lost my bitch left, I say K. Buy my new bitch at the day spot. Yeah.
There's obviously techniques to this. I'm not just going to cut frequencies like that right off the bat. You know, you could do dynamic EQing, you could sidechain, you could do a bunch of different things, but this is really dope. You know what I'm saying? How you could do this whole feature right here. I feel like this is cool. Like that was a pretty big game changer right there. And that pretty much concludes our tutorial right there. I'm really happy I was able to show the different features in the new FabFilter Pro-Q 4. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to hit me up on Instagram at combat_K. And please like and subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell to get notified anytime I drop a new video. And make sure you guys leave a comment below on how you guys are using the FabFilter Pro-Q 4. If you are using the draw feature, how are you guys using the draw feature? Because I'm curious, because I don't like it. I'm not a big fan. Until next time, let's get it.